see here.
Alicia.
We are live. Okay.
Oh, go. I was going to see if you wanted to come say hi.
Awesome.
Yes.
I'm just like yelling at everybody.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right.
Hello.
Yep. We're here. We can hear you. Okay. Thank you, everybody that's watching. We have an exciting topic today because we're going to talk about the Apple announcement and the thing that everybody just watched today, right? And devices. And so it's going to be a great call. Remember, if you want to, let me put up our free code. If you want to get your free ticket while we are live, you can go ahead and do that now for the Gadget Repair Expo. So do you guys want to go around and just introduce yourself? Start with Nick first.
Okay.
We'll go that way. There you go.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm Nick. I'm from Wholesale Gadget Parts. Been working here for about 11 years now. If you ever call in, sometimes you'll probably end up getting me. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. All right.
All right. Hey, guys. Brian with Wholesale Gadget Parts. Been here for about 8 years now. Started out working in the warehouse while going to school, and then kind of advanced myself into the QC department and being QC manager here to kind of just help things move along better and more fluidly.
Awesome. And you guys are going to to the expo and you are sponsoring these scopes.
Correct.
Yep.
So that's exciting for Jessa's, for the Gadget Repair Expo's micro soldering championship.
Yeah.
Jessa and Mark are going to be judging. So I'm so excited for that. Are you guys excited?
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be so fun. We've had a lot of micro solderers sign up, and we're not going to do any pre-disqualification. So everybody who applies to compete will get up into the ring and actually get to compete. So we'll have elimination rounds, right? The ending round will just be 4 people, but at least they'll get to participate in the elimination rounds. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
that's awesome.
All right, Mark. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Mark Pauly with Axiom Armor. Yeah, that's it.
Everybody knows what Axiom Armor is, right? All right, Chris.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Chris with Reselling Electronics for Profit. I flip used and broken electronics, and I show others how to do the same.
Awesome. Thank you. Josh Hample.
I was going to say, just like Mark and then obviously Ahmed just joined, it's easy for those guys to be like, I'm Mark, I'm Ahmed, and just drop the mic because everyone knows those guys. But yeah, Joshua Hample, certified sell. We provide consignment inventory to repair shops, wireless retailers. So if you don't want to pay out of pocket up front for your devices to have them in stock, our consignment program is awesome. And we will also be at the show. I'm really excited to watch this micro solder championship because it is something I do not have the skill of. And so I love watching people exhibit their skill and just show how much of a boss they are. So it's going to be awesome to see. And what I'll tell you, regardless of industry, the people at the top and that are really good at what they do are ultra competitive. So
yeah,
it's a really cool show, and I can imagine that's going to be fun.
Well, you know what it is, Josh? If whoever wins gets listed on our website as the title holder, and they get a free ticket to the rest of the expos to compete to keep that title, right? So that's even more fun.
A title belt? Are you going to get a belt?
Yes, we got a WWE belt.
Yes,
the big one. Yes. And
so they're getting a belt.
Oh, there's a WWE belt, big belt. Yes, with Gadget Repair Expo and micro soldering tools on the side. It is beautiful.
That's insane.
It's gold plated. It is big. It is the legit wrestling style belt. And they get $500 cash. They get listed on the website, linked back to their website, saying that they are the competition winner, best micro solderer 2022, that, and we're going to do it every single show so they can actually come and recompete. So it's going to be awesome. All right, Ahmed, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, well, this is Ahmed. I came a little late. I apologize for that. And this is Ahmed I'm the CEO of Uplux Social and Unlimited Prepaid Distribution, where I can help you to bring you traffic, websites, and prepaid wireless and all kinds of shapes and pins and stuff like this. Thank you so much for having me here. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
And Josh, you are famous, Josh. Everybody knows who you are.
Not quite. We'll see. But hopefully, I mean, if we're essentially giving away free cell phones, so I think hopefully people
love
enjoy
it.
the program.
I like
love
that.
it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and I'm Nicole with Subotics and Repairs First Association. Of course, if you are not a member of Repairs First Association, we need to talk. I don't know what's wrong with you, but anyways, so I'm just excited for the expo, and let's get right to the topic.
Okay.
The Apple announcement, all the new gadgets. I definitely want to get the watch. I'm a sucker for their animation. They make everything look like a movie, and I got so excited about that watch. So what do you guys think? What do you think about Apple's announcement? Who watched all of it? Do you have key points? Nick's gonna chime in here, I think, for us.
Yeah. I watched the whole thing. There's like 3 new watches, got the new Air Pros, and then the 4 different iPhones coming out. And then one of the big changes I think that's coming is the no longer having the SIM tray, and so switching fully to the eSIMs.
eSIM, yeah.
Anybody here? I think Chris, you deal with unlocking and all this stuff a lot. Everybody else here, what is your opinion on them getting rid of the SIM and then these R SIMs and all of this kind of stuff that guys use? I'm maybe quoting it wrong because I don't do unlocking, so excuse me.
To be honest, I don't use the RSIM or anything like that.
Okay.
I keep everything very, very simple, simply because the RSIM goes out too often. Unfortunately, it's not very reliable. So, buy, sell everything as is. The only thing that I think will be a little bit different now is, in the older models, whenever the screen has a bad LCD and we can't see anything, it's going to be a little bit, I'll have to see what they did there, but we usually just pop out the SIM tray, get the IMEI that way, and run it that way. So that'll be a little interesting to see if we can do that in the future. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing just because I was working myself, but had some meetups this morning. So
yeah.
What caught my attention is the eSIM is only in the USA, so it's not launching all over the world, only in the US. So think about it this way: no more shipping. So an eSIM iPhone is useless in Canada or Mexico or all over the world. It's only used in America. I think they're trying to control the phones, and they're trying to keep the phones in the US, and it doesn't get shipped out the US. This way, it's going to drop the phone price, because what's making phones going up is people buying phones from the US and shipping it overseas.
Yeah.
There is an economical change here. Not only technology, they're changing some economy. A lot of people depend on buying these phones. Oh yeah, iPhone 14 right now in the US is useless anywhere else unless they use eSIM. That's what I said.
Wild.
I didn't know.
So that'll make some major adjustments in the industry for sure.
The prices here is going to drop a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to affect you that much. Like in my industry,
Not a lot. Yeah.
It won't affect us because I base everything off the market value anyway. So whatever the market value is, we just offer lower and then sell for the market value. It's not that big.
Chris has got it all figured out. I mean, he's in the perfect industry.
Well, the phones with the SIM card is going to go higher pricing because now you can ship them, you can move them around. But eSIM is only used in the US, so I see. We'll see.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Hey, Nal just jumped on.
Yay!
What's up,
Mom?
Nal? You want to
Mom?
introduce yourself if
Mom, man.
somebody for some reason doesn't know you?
Yes, it's been a while. Who didn't know me? Nobody know me.
I know you.
Everybody knows
I know
who
you.
you're talking about.
Yeah, it's been a while though. I was pretty busy with the newborn babies and all trainings, traveling, and all that. Yeah. So my name is Noreen. I'm with the Pro Refurb Lab. What I do is I'm a one-stop shop for screen refurbishing, machine equipment, supplies, trainings, B2B refurbishing, all one-stop shop here based in Texas.
Awesome. Thank you. So we are talking about, of course, you already know, the Apple announcement. And so we were talking about, first thing Nick brought up was that they're going to remove the SIM card tray. So we're trying to get everybody's opinion on that. If you are watching, I know we have watchers right now. I can see the number. Please comment your thoughts. We want to read them. We want to see what your concerns are. Let's talk. All you have to do is comment below the video, and we will actually post your comment and talk to you. So we want to hear from you. What is something else that you took away from watching this? Anybody?
Making more money for Apple. Apple's making
Nick,
money.
go ahead. Give us something good.
Like they will launch anything. But so it's 3 watches and how many phones? 4?
Yeah, 4.
4.
7 new products. Holy cow.
Every year. I mean, I just get blown away by, can't they just skip a year? I mean, I'm
know.
just like, don't we have enough already?
I literally just got my iPhone 13, and now this is old. You know what I mean?
And I'll say, I mean, one of the things that from a sales guy's standpoint, the fact that they're coming out with the deep purple, you can never underestimate the power of a new color. Because now all the schools out there that are purple, now they can represent their brand, right? And so there's a lot of people that love the new colors. So I love that, and I love the always on display. And so I think that's going to be pretty cool. A couple of really neat features that'll keep people drawn to the iPhone and getting the new one.
You are right. There will be a line. Josh, someone asked, what does Josh do again? Josh, explain more. But if you want to meet Josh in person and hear him speak, Gadget Repair Expo.
Absolutely. We'll have a booth at the Expo, so we'd love to dive down deeper, but we provide consignment cell phone inventory. So we provide inventory, phones, iPhones, really, to your repair shop or wireless retailer without money out of pocket up front. So you pay us after you've sold it to your customer. So true consignment model for iPhones for your retail shop.
Nice. Awesome. I think that's great. Okay. So the watch. Nick, we were talking about a little bit before we went live. It was basically the Apple Watch will save your life. It is a friend.
Yeah.
And a doctor.
That's definitely seemed to be what their motto was in all of their videos and everything for it.
I will say as a woman that it checks ovulation. That really, for the women out there watching, I was like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They went deep with that one. You know what I mean?
They did. They did.
But, also that, you get in a wreck. And I think some of these features are already available. But, I mean, I don't wear an Apple Watch. But, I don't know. It just seemed really good. And now I want one. So.
Yeah. I really liked what they're doing with the Apple Watch Ultra.
Right.
I probably won't get one because that's $800, but just all the different features that go in it just seemed really, really, really cool.
Chris will actually have some to flip soon, so just getting connected with him. Someone
I'll be getting it up here within 2 or 3 days. I guarantee it.
Right.
I mean, you guys were talking about the colors a second ago. I can't tell you guys how many times people sell me phones because they want a different color phone. It's insane. Absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, somebody sold me a Galaxy S22 Ultra simply because it was an unlocked phone, but they just simply didn't like the T-Mobile logo that popped up when they turned the phone on.
Oh,
what?
So I bought it for $500 and it's going to sell for like $800. So
look at that.
It's just it's amazing what, the colors and things like that.
And so I want to remind you guys
colors because I know what's coming.
Right. And Chris is also going to be at the Gadget Repair Expo. This is something I've never seen ever. Of course, there's never been, I think back in the day there was a repair expo, but this is the only actually focused repair expo. But we brought Chris in because he is phone flipping genius, and he's got a presentation he's going to give on how stores can add $3,000 a month with an easy step-by-step phone flipping method that he's going to actually be teaching you at the expo during his 30 minutes talk time. So don't miss visiting his 30 minutes. We actually have the schedule up online right now, so you can go right online and go to schedule and download the schedule. We're going to be adding more to it, so just keep in mind, keep checking back. But I think that you're going to be such an awesome addition, Chris, because you're going to help store owners really think phone flipper just isn't a guy out of his basement. It is that too, but a store can use that, use those same skill sets to bring money into their store.
One thing I do want to point out is I won't only be going over phone flipping either. For many of the people who know, I got a very large reselling group, 12,000 people. And one thing that I do teach is diversification. A lot of people just stick with iPhones. Some people never venture into Samsung, especially repair shops. I can't tell you guys how many repair shops I've spoken with that won't even touch a Samsung because they don't repair it. And a lot of what I do is I'm just like, okay, well, buy it and flip it. You can still make money off of it,
Right.
And then on top of that, iPads, MacBooks, smartwatches, cameras, guys. Cameras are massive money when it comes to flipping. Oculus Quests. Facebook is about to come out with a new Oculus. I mean, right now I make $150 in profit off every single Oculus Quest I buy. So
what? I just gave one away. Good Lord.
yeah, I mean,
I'm so behind on the times. I can't even make money. I'm so busy. That's how busy I am.
but yeah,
we gotta hang out with Nicole more often.
Huh?
Did you see the
just phones? Because phones are only a very small aspect of what I flip.
Thank you.
There's a lot of money within other types of electronics that people just like they just kind of they pass it by, they wave it off, and you can make $100 profit off almost every single phone nowadays.
Yeah, you know what they call this, Chris? They're too comfortable to do what they're doing, and they're too comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll also be going over how to run ads for all of these different things too, because I run ads to buy phones, but I also run ads to buy all the other stuff.
Wow.
So, and we do, just numbers wise, it's 300 to 500% return on ad spend every single month. So
wow. Awesome.
So, Chris, let me ask you a question since you brought up this, if you don't mind, Nicole. I want to ask.
No, please. I'm going to share. So go ahead. Okay.
So you said you're getting 400 to 500%.
Typically, yeah.
So
spend $1, we get $5 back.
You get about $5 back. Okay. So would you ever stop spending that dollar?
Absolutely not. That's crazy.
Do you ever sometime? I don't want to ask you for what's your budget because everybody had different budgets. Sometimes I spend $500 on an ad, and sometimes I spend $2,000 on an ad. Sometimes I spend $100. I just test things. But let me ask you this: would you ever stop spending money on ads?
No. I mean, the returns have diminished over the years as Facebook's reach has gone down and Instagram's reach has gone down, but we still hit 500 people a day off of a $5 ad spend.
There you go. So you're
freaking good, Not to mention, another thing I'll be going over at the Expo is how a lot of people don't cherish their leads, and they don't look at the lifetime value of a customer, right? So, and this goes for the repair industry too, right? Like a lot of people think of phone flippers as one and done people. Like, that's it. I sold my phone to you, you're gone. Like the guy in the basement, he goes into hiding, right? Like, that's what people think. But personally, what I do is, every time somebody sells me something, I have my software hits them up every 30 days. Hey, you got anything else? We buy MacBooks, iPads, smartwatches, cameras. For example, I moved to this area 5 months ago. I have a couple of repeat customers already. I've made $600 profit off one person within 3 weeks. Just because my system kept hitting them up. Same thing happens with repairs. People break their phone every month, like regular people anyway. Like I don't, other people do, right? But as far as the ad spend, just to give you guys some reference, I typically start people off $5 to $15 a day. And the numbers are very consistent as long as they can follow up with people, as long as they can answer their phone, and things like that, right? Like there is work to be put in, obviously. But the numbers are pretty consistent at 300 to 500%. Some of my students even go up to 800% to 1,000%, right? It really depends. But those are the numbers. I personally spend $50 a day. So
that's great. Thank you, Chris. You guys be sure when you come to the Expo, find Chris, come to his 30 minutes and talk to him about this stuff, in person, connect with him. I want to address Bobby's comment real quick. The proximity sensor behind the display panel in the Pro versions may affect screen replacement if it is tied to the screen for Face ID. Refurb may be the only option if you can't remove the proximity sensor and move to this new screen. And this is Nal's lovely comment, and he would love this comment because he's been preaching refurb is going to be a necessity. So here we go. What do you want to say about that, guys?
Yes.
I think that leaves a lot of room for speculation. I mean, I love the fact that they mentioned it. Why mention it unless it's going to be something different? So, I mean, there's definitely that possibility that it's going to be tied to that screen. which would definitely change a lot of things, especially on our side as wholesale. I think refurbers, they'll just kind of keep moving on as they've been doing, and but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what that comment means because it did leave some stuff to the imagination because behind the screen could be any number of things from being actually attached to being like the ear speaker is now in the 12, where it's just in the housing and it's behind that panel.
Right. Wow. Okay. We have some other comments here.
We have Tony over here. Hey, Tony.
Oh, hey, Tony. Yeah. Sorry about
Tony.
that.
Tony in the house.
I'm listening. I'm kind of getting in the groove, so I'm listening.
So we're talking about the Apple event. I mean, I know you already know, but we're still talking about that topic, and I'm just trying to address some comments. Love to hear more about phone flipping devices. Okay, come to the expo, find Chris, and he will talk to you all day about phone flipping. That's what he loves. Let's see here. Joe Ham says, how do you guys get leads for bulk repair, like asset recovery work for school districts? Anybody else want to comment on that before I comment on it? No? Okay. No? Nobody?
That's a really good question, actually. I want to know, too.
Hey, Tony, I just want to ask a question, and before we go.
I know. Okay.
Can you hear me, Tony?
Yes.
Okay, the iPhone 14, the eSIM, it's only working in the US. What's going to happen with shipping phones overseas? It's not like I care. It's not like I do. I just don't care. I just want to see how it's going to affect the business.
It doesn't really affect. I mean, the international market requires a lot of SIM card. So the market there does require SIM card. So the eSIM is not really something that they're interested in to begin with. The only reason why it's sellable and will sell more in the US is because specific carriers here, such as Verizon, I think, allows you to have a SIM number and an actual SIM number. But internationally, they don't offer that anyway. So it's still not supported there. So probably needs about another 3 to 5 more years for the international world to get on that level.
Right. Okay. Cool.
All the major carriers have eSIMs right now.
It's over my head.
I've got
I'm just sitting here.
Problem switching phones from Samsung to iOS like weekly, and so I'm very familiar with activating eSIMs.
Do you use both? Do you use two numbers on your cell phone or your?
Yeah. But I use a physical SIM and an eSIM. So that'd be interesting. Without the physical, are they going to have two eSIMs? Do we know that? I didn't hear
they
about
said you could have multiple lines on the same phone.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Mark has 5-6 lines. I bet you by now.
Mark, how long is it going to take for you to get the iPhone 14 designs on the Action Armor?
Tomorrow.
We've already got them all.
Okay.
They're already published into all the screen film machines.
There you go.
They're ready to cut today if the phone was here, but it's not.
Okay.
And then we also have our cases already in and ready.
Wow.
They're all on the website.
Wow.
Wait a minute. It's supposed to be secret when they launch the new phone. So what? You got connection with Tim Cook?
Yeah.
All right, Nicole, move along.
He's on the phone talking.
Move along. RSIM no longer working.
Hey, Tim Cook, what's going on? He said, "You got you, man. I'll send you the design right now. Check your email. Boom."
Funny. Oh my gosh. All right, let's talk about this just real quick. How do you get bulk repair? Okay, Joe, there's a lot to that. Sure, you can just figure out how your city does bidding for contracts. You can reach out to the schools. You can say, hey, do you need things repaired? I mean, you can go about it kind of like organically that way. But there's multiple ways. So I have a program where I teach people how to do B2B, and we spend 8 weeks going over it. We just finished it up last week. So, I mean, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I don't know if I'll be doing another one, but because it's a lot to do. So you've got to get, you got to network locally with companies and these schools. You've got to get out there and try to meet with, the school board, go down to the school board, somebody actually gave me a tip one time, go in and act like a parent or call as if you were a parent. Hey, I'm thinking about moving into that school district. What kind of devices do you guys offer students? Because I want to make sure that my student, that my kid is going to have a good device to use, and make it like you're a concerned potential parent moving into that area. And so they may say, well, we give all the kids iPads, or we give all the kids Chromebooks. And then a few weeks later, you can call back and say, hey, I'm a parent of a kid there. They broke their Chromebook. Who do I talk to? And then they say, okay, you talk to Jill. And then, you get to Jill and you're not actually a parent, and I mean, so it's kind of a sneaky way to go about it. But I mean, it's just one little shortcut that somebody had recommended to me. But for me, I go in and I find everyone that works at the school district and I connect with them on LinkedIn. But you have to build up your following on LinkedIn, because a lot of people will ignore you if you have a small following. They'll just think you're spam, or you're just, for some reason, the amount of followers ties to the value of perception that people place on you. So I spend a lot of time with my students just building up their following and their content. So then when they start reaching out to people may take them more serious, especially these types of companies. Because if you've got a couple hundred connections and no recommendations and no good content about what you do, no one's going to connect with you and they're going to ignore your message. So that's just a little bit I can give you. There's a lot to it. There's contracts, there's price cards, there's a lot of things that you have to actually do that work with them.
And Nicole, I love that you talked about LinkedIn, because it's such a powerful tool that I think a lot of people don't use.
Yep.
Because for me anyway, LinkedIn is so powerful because it's a warm introduction. A lot of ways, if you find someone who works at a school district, it's the 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon, right? You likely know someone that knows that person, or that you can ask for an introduction. And LinkedIn is so powerful at creating those connections that you had no idea ever existed. So utilize LinkedIn, utilize the second connections and third connections, and ask people for introductions, because those are the people that can provide you that warm introduction, and those are a lot easier.
And the paid levels, I pay for LinkedIn. A lot of people, they don't even use LinkedIn, let alone do the paid version. And that right there is a game changer. I mean, like sales, the paid level sales, that's way up there. Like you can search people by all types of criteria and get down to specific list of people that you want to contact. And then it shows on your profile that you are they give you like a little gold, icon and all that. So LinkedIn is really powerful, but yeah, you do need to build it up and, yeah. So but that's all on that topic. I probably could.
I just call the people. I just call the tech people at the school. That's all I've ever done when it comes to schools and trying, because most schools have iPad programs, right? Yeah. And a lot of them have broken iPads, and I want those broken iPads. Typically what I do is I live right next to a school, so I've already done this. I'll go on their website. I'll figure out if they have an iPad program. I'll figure out who's over the technology, and I'll literally just call their office.
Yeah. Well, we were getting thousands of them for repair as a repair contract. And so basically there are companies that bid on those contracts. And sometimes they're so big and they command so much of that network that it's hard to take from them. So you basically have to figure out who they are, but it's like they're hidden. Nobody tells you, oh, XX company is fixing all of our stuff. They'll say we have someone already. And so it's hard to get that out of them. So my goal is always to find out who's fixing it currently. And then I look them up and I see how big are they? Can I be an outsourcer for them? So a lot of times you can reach out to them and they have backlog, they're understaffed. And so you can take a couple thousand for you and it's great for them. They're doing 40,000, a month or whatever. And it's, you know what I mean? Like you're just taking a little small pinch, but for you, it's really good as a store,
So for the school district, I have I used to have a couple intern, high school kids.
Nice.
They used to be my customer. They bring in because they built a computer and then they messed up, and some broke the phones, and they came in with their parents, and then we have a little bit conversation with the parents, and then we give them information about we take in the internship. So I used to have a lot, but now. That the last one that I have, he is doing all the iPad repair, all the basic phone repair for me. He came in as soon as he's in high school. So that's another way to reach out to the school district as well. So when you go to the school, hey, we have a program, which is we accept the internship, and then from there you can link with all the school district devices for boat repair. that's another way
Look,
to reach out to them as well.
I've never done repairs, but
And
I'll
then
tell you my. Can you hear me? Oh, you
Yes, we
finished?
can
Go
hear
ahead. Go
you.
ahead. Go ahead. Keep. Are you finished? Are you done now?
oh yeah, and it's just free labor as well. But I pay them like once they know all the basic repair and because I'm not allowed to, because I let their principal sign and the parents sign and then get permission from everyone, and but I don't pay them as the salary, but I pay them as once they know what they're doing for all the basic repair. So I started teaching them how to do inventory and little by little, and every single time after they repair devices successfully without any help, I pay them like $10, $15, depends on the device. And they're so happy with it. And then they have a lot of motivation about they wanted to keep learning. Now this little boy, he wanted to be in micro soldering tech for so bad, but he doesn't have enough time at the moment. And it's kind of free labor as well. And then you teach them, and then my intention my plan is like, okay, those who ever come to me as an internship the next 2 years after they done with the high school, they will be full-time here.
Oh yeah.
They will be stay with me for a while. Yeah.
I love internships, man. They listen. They they pay
Yes.
attention. They want to grow. It depends. It depends who you get to, but most of them they want to
Yes,
grow.
of course. Yeah.
But let me tap on one little bit piece of if I want to ever go to B2B, if you want to go to the schools, the colleges, the some companies, but especially the schools, because now iPads are must. All kids have iPads, almost 99% of them. Get to their Facebook page, connect with the admins, someone on their Facebook page or Instagram. A lot of schools have a Facebook page because they broadcast their messages. Connect with the people over there. See who's commenting on these posts. Sometime the principal will comment and connect with these people. Just use your social media and let them see who you are on social media, so they know who you are. So then when you walk in there, am I right, Chris? That's how you get it. You go to the
That's a
school.
profile funnel. Yeah.
They see who you are. They see your business. They don't want to see your face. They want to see your business. Then after that, show your face.
Yeah.
But you walk in over there, I have an XYZ business. They'll be like, okay, we'll call you. Okay, follow me on social media. Follow me on Facebook. You'll see who I am. And then when you interact with them, bingo, you're right there. You're sold. Yeah.
There's a huge deficiency also with these IT departments with colleges. They don't do repairs like we do. They don't do screen replacements, battery. They don't have time for it. They just do the software stuff. They reload Windows all day long, I guess. I'm not sure.
It.
But
yes.
That they don't do it. So they do need it.
Reload Windows.
They load Windows and everything. They're IT. They're not technical. Technical is two different things. It's like, absolutely. Right. So it's very easy. Just connect with schools through social media and let them see you on social media. People do want to talk to people. People want to see what they do. And when they interact with you and they check your pictures and your profile and your business, and then they believe in your business. That's why I post like a zillion times a day, because I want people to
Well, you know what, Ahmed, the only reason you're able to do that is because your software. So people need to understand that you're not sitting and posting. People think that people ask me all the time, how do you post everywhere so much? I post in one place and then it goes everywhere. This is the key to posting everywhere. Ahmed and I are not sitting and posting and opening platforms. I use Ahmed software too. I enter one post, select all my platforms, and bam, and I can time them. I'm not sitting making posts, and that's crazy.
I post 3 times a day, 18 platforms or 19 platforms. I do 50 plus times a day. I do 1,500 times a month. There's no way you're going to miss my face. You're going to see me somewhere. And I'll make sure everybody knows who I am. And that's what why are you laughing, Tony? Tony, why are you laughing at? I'm telling you, man, listen, branding and personal branding is not easy. Just give people value, give them something they like you. And you know what? There is 8 billion in the world. I need only 100 million to love me, and I don't care about the rest.
I want to be like you when I grow up, because you might have Habibi.
Yeah, but literally, this is true. True. If the more you post, the more you then trust me, the schools in your area will come and talk to you. You don't need to call them. They'll come
That
to
is
you.
true.
That's true too. Absolutely.
I'm having there recently, Nicole. I'm just gonna end my speech. But recently, I've been extremely busy because I'm not even running. I don't need to run ads because I've been posting so much. I still run ads because I want more and more. All the business. I want all the business, baby.
Here we go. Awesome. So, are we done talking about Apple, or do we want to talk about something else? Anybody watching, if you want to talk about something about the Apple announcement, please comment so then we can. Hold on, somebody else posted. I think it's important to do native content on each platform as well.
You know what? If
it
I
looks
have
like native. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe.
no. So go ahead, Chris. Put it this way. This is what I tell everybody. If you want to be cute and you want to be fanatic and you want to look so cool on social media, then it's not for you. Business is not for you. You don't have time to fix my hair and fix my face and my beard and then take a picture and put this thing here. Just post value. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter what you say. You might misspell something, but at least be active. Some people tell you, I don't want to do it because I'm not ready. I don't want to do it because I don't know what to say. I don't want to do it because I didn't take a shower. Who cares? Just do it.
You're right.
You know what
I
mean?
mean, people are not judging you; they're judging themselves. Okay,
I got a bedhead going on, guys. You know, like
you look great, Chris. Everybody looks great.
I thought it actually looked pretty good, to be honest. Like, you know,
dude, you look fantastic. I mean, you don't understand. Some people just want to find an excuse not to post.
I think the problem is we lack, a lot of people who said, we're not making enough money, are using their platforms or their social media as a personal social media, and they're not committed 100% to their business. So I'll be honest with you, if you're not committed 100% to your business, it will give you part-time money. So if you're asking why my store is slow, is because you're using it or you're dealing with it as a part-time business. A lot of the people that I talk to, don't even go to their stores once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. They just go in and out. I've met people where they own 3 to 4 stores, and they are looking for another business or dealing with another business, such as cars, for example, and their stores are being robbed, and one of their location is making the money, but it's paying all the other 3 stores' bills. So you cannot treat this business as a part-time and expect it to give you a full-time, profit. So in my opinion, you have to be committed. This is what I do for a living. This is my full-time job. And my social media states that, my LinkedIn states that, my face states that. You have to be the first one that wears your uniform before your employee. If you don't represent, do not expect anyone else to represent, even if your employee gets paid $25 an hour.
Exactly. Yes,
That's
it's your
very
job.
true.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, Nicole, where are we at now?
All right. Oh, wait. Someone said, what's your opinion about the removal of the SIM card slot on the i14s? How will that affect repairs? Okay, I'm gonna lean on Nick and Brian here because they sell parts. Do you feel that this is going to affect repairs?
I don't think so much repairs in the sense, except for an easy access to the IMEI. I think it will, with some of the other changes, we talked about the proximity sensor earlier, and then, there's been speculation about further serialization of different parts, like we've seen with the battery and we've seen with the, like the Face ID and things. So we might see that with, other parts that they're able to add it in. So that'll be interesting to see. I think it'll be more along those lines than just like the simple SIM card affecting how difficult repairs are going to be.
Okay, and Nick, I know that you got to watch the full Apple video. I think a lot of us just got spotty. Were there any other things on there that you were concerned about as far as repair and parts that you would think people need to know?
I'm just looking down here at my notes real quick. Not really. Did you see any, Brian?
No, I didn't see any. I think it's going to be pretty familiar to most technicians. Actually, I think the sim tray not being there is actually going to be better because you get those technicians that get busy. You turn a lot of repairs in a day, and you forget to remove that one sim tray, and you go to pop that board out for something. But yeah, I didn't see anything or hear anything other than the proximity sensor being a possible problem.
Yeah, my favorite part of the entire hour and a half though was that last 3 seconds where I think they teased the Apple VR headset.
It did.
Yeah, they had a little
that.
tiny 2 second teaser clip at the very end that could possibly be VR AR related.
It's gonna be a lot more money for me,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
dude. So
I think
I'll share
not
something.
having a SIM card is a plus. Not having a SIM card is a plus for the business because right now, if phones were stolen, initially they would remove the SIM card and now you would lose your internet service. And
Yeah.
Find My iPhone is off. Now this way, it's probably safer for iPhone users to locate their devices a lot quicker and a lot more than before. So it probably drops less stolen devices on the market, which benefits the business a lot because
Yeah.
it really hurts the stores when they're buying phones off the streets and they're going blacklisted, and it hurts us as wholesalers as well because store owners expecting to pay $200-300 for an iPhone 13 Pro Max, but not knowing that within a month or two it's gonna go blacklisted and they just lost $300. So it helps a lot towards that.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked how on the 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max they also got rid of the notch and they're calling it the dynamic island. This whole new feature. I think it's a cool way of them utilizing that space, but I'm interested to see how it works out. I don't plan on upgrading to iPhone 14 yet, but it'll be cool to see them.
Awesome.
I think I agree with Tony. I feel like this year is the year that we have seen a lot of stolen devices. Like some of the I wouldn't say customers. Some of the people walk into the store, they offer me like buying 40 seal in the box, 40 phone seal in the box. I was like, hell no.
Listen, he didn't seal it. He just found it fall off a truck. That's it.
They gave it to me. I won it. It was a raffle.
It was just fall off a truck.
Oh yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, here's
Chris.
One of.
Okay, Chris and Josh. Josh is our phone flipping trainer, but I want to understand this whole unopened box thing. This always confused me. How are people selling you just brand new unopened phones? Like, what to do? What? I mean, where are they getting? I don't understand where they get them or what.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So I stopped
Walmart
buying those
employees-
a few years ago, actually.
Oh.
I don't buy brand new sealed. I don't buy it anymore because most of the time it's fraud. I mean, it's like a very small chance that it's not. Like 95% of the time it's fraud. There's been big direct buying companies that were busted for buying them.
What?
Yeah. So like these people are literally going in, they're opening up a business credit card and they're buying all these phones and then just not paying them.
What?
Like, that's how it works. That's why I stopped.
I thought there was just bricks in the box. I was like, anybody can shrink wrap stuff. I mean, like I shrink wrap stuff all the time. Like,
these guys are doing shady stuff. So I actually stopped buying devices a couple of years ago that were new. I wasn't even buying new. I actually had a guy that was selling to me consistently, and what he was doing was he was stealing the phones from Walmart, taking them out of the box, throwing the box away, and then selling them to me. So you can see why I stopped. Luckily, I had a bill of sale for every device that he ever sold to me. So I talked to a detective. Everything was good. He had to pay restitution. So that's why I stopped buying them altogether. And I stick with used, grade A, and cracked. I actually prefer cracked and damaged more than used at this point.
Wow. Okay.
What I learned is a couple employees from Walmart. What they did is when they do the inventory, they throw that phone into the trash can. So they throw trash, like whenever they can, they throw in a
No,
trash can in a dumpster in the back.
no, they
That's how
don't
they
throw.
got it.
They don't do that. It's fall off a truck.
Okay,
An Apple truck.
got you.
And it fall off an Apple truck.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a guy always telling me, "Hey, fall off." You know, I found it. I'm like, "Why you always find iPhones?"
Yeah.
I never,
Where,
I
where
never
are you
find
finding
any.
this?
Like, can I hang out with you, man? Maybe I'll find something.
I had somebody literally hit me up today. They're like, "Oh, I found it in the park. iPhone 13
Yeah,
Pro Max." And I'm like,
yeah.
"Come on, dude! Like, seriously, don't lie to me." Like,
All right, we've got some comments coming in here, and we're dwindling down on time. I'm saying in addition to, so our second topic was supposed to be about devices. So we're getting a little off topic. It says about all platforms. You should also post some native content on TikTok, Facebook, and okay. Yeah, but very good. Thank you for that advice. Brentley says, what are your thoughts on the eSIM? We've answered that, Brentley. We just talked about it. I hope you caught that. And then what's your advice to someone that has multiple businesses across different industries? Second question, and I'm sorry if you guys already talked about it, in your opinion, what's going to be the most difficult part of repairing the 14? So I'm assuming when you say advice for companies across multiple different industries, talk to Ahmed, because his software, you can post any industry, any business, as many platforms as you want to at one time. So I would just reach out to him directly and say, hey, let me check out the software you got. It's super cheap and easy to use. 100%. I use it and I love it. The 14, we just talked about it, so I hope you didn't miss that. Tony, you were raising your hand. Did you? Oh, I can't hear
We
you.
can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh, there it is. I want to answer about the multiple industries question. I don't know if he meant about marketing or managing. And I'll speak on my experience. I do own other businesses in different industries. It's always my best advice to you is we know you cannot do everything yourself. So my best advice is hire someone in every industry that replaces you, and for you to be the main guy to manage everything. So do not, and people who do want to grow and don't want to stay in one business on one location. My best advice is do not get stuck behind the counter. The minute you're going to get stuck behind the counter, you're going to stay in that business and you're going to be in that location for the rest of your life. Um, get out of that business. Operate your business or businesses from outside the box. You can have a better management on it. You can have better control, and of course, like you said, like Nicole said, you can check with Ahmed for marketing. He can help you out to advertise all your businesses under one platform, under one location.
And you're posting, that's the important thing, is continual content. So that's what I use it for.
Yeah.
I just posted. I took a picture of a screenshot of our screen and I posted on 20 platforms while I'm talking to you guys right now. That's the power of social media. That's the power
It's so
of your
easy,
business.
and it comes with a cart. You can sell things within seconds. Like, it's stupid easy. We're making T-shirts right now. We're going to be putting up for sale. So it's stupid easy software to use. And yeah, I would talk to Ahmed about it. If you're a Repairs First member, you're going to be getting a special, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use it the way that I use it. So if you're not a Repairs First member yet, I don't know why you're not. You should be, because it's amazing. So we're going to talk about the device topic, because so many people on here deal with devices. So our topic was devices. Where do you guys want to kind of go with that?
Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
All right. So I do have very solid points, and in my opinion, and based on experience with a lot of our customers, we've tried those, and the results were outstanding. Number one, and I also say that in the last expo with Benjamin in the video, we do recommend you to buy from a supplier. We do recommend you to buy from a solid supplier. Stop looking to save the $2 to $3 to $4 the $5.
Yeah.
Initially, you will, and I'll give you an example. About a year ago, there was a client of mine that was buying from us every week or two, doing big orders, $10,000, $15,000 every couple of weeks. Someone approached him to to sell him devices, and he was about $5 or $10 cheaper than our prices. He ended up spending $13,000 with that company. Almost 70 to 80% of these phones, when they arrive broken, necks, chip screens, blacklisted, multiple issues. It took our client almost a month to get half of the amount, and it took him another 2 months to get refunded the second half. The reason I'm giving you that example, if you have a inventory level of $10,000 to $15,000 in your store for phones, make sure you know how to play with that money. If you spend $10,000 to $15,000 with the wrong vendor, you're not just losing money, you're losing time, and time is money. So if you're spending 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and a month to get that money back without having phones to make sales, without having money to buy phones, and with you dealing with that issue, number one, you're taking a lot of time out of your valuable time to take care of this problem. So you're doing bad at your store. You don't have enough money to buy more phones, so that means you're not selling phones. So that means you're not making money, and you wasted a month or 2 months to get that money back or to get these phones back with a return process or an RMA process that you're not making money. So you just wasted 2 months out of the year with losing money. Time is money. Again, if you're not making money, you're losing money. And imagine that happens, and a lot of the times this happens during the income tax season, holiday season, where a lot of scammers come in, where a lot of new guys come on these groups and say, hey, we have 1, 2, 3 for this cheap price. Please do yourself a favor. Not me. Do yourself a favor. Stick to one vendor or two vendors. Solid vendor, somebody who's reputable, somebody who cares about reputation, somebody has a lot to lose. Do not, I've seen posts recently, people doing repairs with each other and asking someone, for their money, in these groups. It is not worth it. You know what I mean? Your time is valuable. Just you posting a post in one of these cell phone repair shop groups asking money. In my opinion, my job is for me to post to make money. You know what I mean? So please make sure you know who you're buying from. Make sure you have a solid vendor. Stop looking for new vendors out there. There isn't new vendors out there. There's solid vendors and there's seasonal vendors who come in and out, in and out, in and out. And I've been doing this for 15 years, guys. You can use your common sense. There's the ones that, that are heirs there to and have good reputation. There's these guys that come in and post 3 phones and 5 phones, and 30 days later the phone is blacklisted and you're disputing your PayPal and he's ignoring your phone calls. And why? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you want to spend $30. In my opinion,
then you find yourself on Facebook.
Yep.
Exactly. So please, guys, this is very, very, and I don't want it to come from me because I am a device vendor. I don't want to, I don't want to say this because people to think that they want you to buy from me. Remember, before I was a device vendor, I owned cell phone repair shops. I currently own over 10 cell phone repair shops. So I'm giving you that advice from a cell phone repair shop owner. When my business became steady is when I had a solid vendor for parts, a solid vendor for phones, and a solid vendor or supplier for marketing. So, and accessories, the same thing. So when you have those 4 or 5 solid vendors, your mindset is onto how to make money and how to grow. You're going to stop looking to save $5. If you're always going to keep looking to save $5, you're going to be that guy for the rest of your life. You will never grow.
Yes, relationships. That's what you're right, Tony. And Tony, this is touchy situation subject because people keep jumping from one vendor to another vendor, like monkey jumping from one branch to another branch. Business is not monkey jumping. You have to.
That's right.
No, you have to have loyalty, man.
Relationships.
I mean, you have to have a loyalty. I order sometimes some things and I find it cheaper somewhere else. I'm not going to cancel the order.
I'll give you a quick example. I don't want to take too much because I want to give time to other people to speak about it. If you are committed and loyal to your vendor, your prices will become cheaper. So it's not worth it to buy once or twice from, for example, Tony Baker, and then go third time and fourth time from John Doe and Mike Smith. You know what I mean? Because you just lost chances of being committed to a vendor that the third time and the fourth time he will give you that price that you actually was looking for. So stick with one vendor. Your prices will come down. Build a relationship. I spoke to Nick Marty. He's from Repairs First. He's a member of Repairs First. He called me up. I got an email from Brian for Nick Marty, who became a Repairs First vendor. I mean, a client. So we gave him a special discount. So he contacted me through the email. He says, Tony, I already get a discount from you. What are you offering? I said, pick up the phone and call me. And he calls me and he said, I wish I would have built that relationship years ago, because it's relationships. I'm here, guys. I and all the vendors out there, I'm pretty sure all the vendors that do come to the Gadget Repair Expo do spend time on the groups that no other companies, no other industry in the world spend that much time and effort replying to your messages. You know, I say from Injured Gadgets replies to your messages at 1:30 in the morning. Come on. You know, come on. You gotta salute that company. You gotta salute that guy. Mobile Centric, same thing. Tony Bit, you know, people, Ahmad, all these guys are answering you after hours. You give them, support them, you know, because we're supporting back. So in my opinion, stick to a good vendor. These guys that do come to the expos do have a lot to lose, and they care for their reputation. They want to help from their experience. So give back and build that relationship. And I'm pretty sure in return, you will get the prices you're looking for, as long as it makes sense.
And understand that things do happen. I absolutely hate when we do our clients good all the time. One little issue happens and they're jumping down your throat like you done took advantage of them. Right. You hate them. You're the worst person in the world. I'm like, wait a second. First off, it's midnight. I'm at home and you're messaging my personal page because something isn't working and you're doing wrong. And you're mad at me. You know what I mean? I'm mad at you. You're restricted now. Does anybody know about restricted? Because a lot of you are restricted.
and it's usually FedEx they're actually mad at.
Yeah, I'm like, you're going to dismiss a vendor for a shipping issue?
Do you remember, Nicole, if you remember in 2000, maybe 17 or 18, there was a client who I shipped him 10 GV SIMs, like those unlocked SIMs, back like 2018 or 19. I shipped those. I answered him on a Sunday. The order was $107. That's it.
Oh my God.
$7 for ground, $100 for the initial order. The guy blasted me on Facebook. That was like 4 years ago, because FedEx delivered the package 1 day delay, and he was asking for a $7 refund.
I hate FedEx.
Oh, I remember
You know what? You know what? If you are listening and that's you,
Anybody?
I remember that. I remember seeing that. That's what I first learned about you, actually.
Listen, and yeah, in my listen, let me tell you this. That's why you need to market and get better buyers. I'm done with these buyers. I market to get more buyers.
Here's
I'll
the
tell you what.
marketing from the left, you know.
I'm in a position right now. I can tell anybody go to hell, and I don't care. That's when you're in this position, you're in a good position.
Yes.
I swear to God.
think Tony had it absolutely right. And the one thing, those people that are chasing the $1, $2 discount all the time, the thing they don't realize is that they're actually losing $20, $50, $100 because of their time. They're not valuing their time and building that relationship.
That's right.
With a vendor that will take care of them if something does happen. But if you keep chasing that discount, at some point, there's going to be a problem with that cheaper price, and then they're not going to take care of you. How much money are you losing then? How much money did you save in that dollar?
Yep. If I tell you I have customers who owns 5 stores, 10 stores, their order is as quick as, hey, Tony, let me get 5 of this, 10 of this, 10 of that, 10 of this, run my car. Done. Because you, as a store owner, is priceless. If I value my time in a dollar amount, I cannot even be fair with myself. I cannot tell you 5,000, 10,000, because I've made that much within a quick text. Build relationships. You know, trust your vendor. You know what I mean? There is no problem with that.
Right. Yeah. Build the relationships. I will say, because we're about to end this call, relationships changed my business and the whole projection of Cellbotics. Actually, we have so many things coming up, and it's all based on building relationships, going to expos, meeting people. The Gadget Repair Expo is so much more than just all the learning and all the fun and all the exhibitors that are going to be there doing giveaways and talking to you one-on-one, but it's like meeting them, seeing their product. Like Mark, I mean, he's got the machine set up. If you want to learn how to install it, you want to see how it's done, he does it right there all day long at the expos. His refurb training and his refurb services, he's going to be doing that at the expo. So these expos are really, really important for that. So do you guys want to add anything else before we go? Anybody want to say something?
I can't wait for the dynamic island. That's all I got to say.
Micro wrestling, midget micro wrestling is going to be there, and Tony is getting in the ring. No, she's gonna beat up Ahmed. I think that's what the deal was, right?
I give up. I surrender. I'm a lover. But no, but let me tell you this, guys. Everybody's watching this. You gotta be in the show. You have to invest. You have to come and watch. Listen to everybody over here. You're looking at these guys over here on the screen. They're all the best right here around me. They're the best. Come over and learn from the best.
This show started about relationships, and Nicole knows that. I got put on this show from Nicole and Brian introducing Nicole introducing Brian to me, and built on relationships because I know Nicole and we go way
and
back.
he answered my call.
Yes.
He would not have done that if he did, like that's hard for him, like to just immediately, for just a random number. It's not like Tony's not busy, but this is what relationships are about, guys. This is why you go to expos and meet people and build those connections, because when you need something and you call them, they know who you are and they have a relationship, and then they listen to you, and that's really, really key.
I was Ahmed last night at 10:30 at night asking a question about the expo. Like, what should I do? Ahmed said, say less. I got you.
No, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, definitely.
Right. Well, thank you guys all for being on the call, and we will see everybody next Wednesday, 2 p.m. We went a little later today because of the Apple thing, but we'll see you all guys at the expo.
The party is at Nicole's Airbnb, guys.
At Nicole's Airbnb. Right.
Let's do it.
With the Cellbotics girls. There we go.